Hello everybody, Cooper here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a little industry secret that we digital marketing ninjas all know. It's a critical part of our training when you have your initiation ceremony with your digital marketing sensei. They tell you, they whisper this secret into your ear before you go out and start fighting the evils of the big tech companies and marketing strategy. And this is really the only effective way to determine the success of any social media post. We believe that if you are not tracking and analyzing the data from your social media that you're running for your business, that you're basically just shooting in the dark, hoping that people will like what you have to say and having no idea what's actually effective in your marketing. This statistic helps you to figure that out. And that statistic is your number of followers or page likes. Just kidding, it's not. But that is actually the most important thing that you can do for your business is just increase your followership. It's actually where most agents need to start, is to get more followers. You must be this tall to ride the ride. You should have at least 100 account or page likes, page followers, account followers before it even really makes sense for you to spend time on social media. So that's not the answer, that's not the secret, but that is probably the most important thing for almost every real estate agent. The most important statistic is called the reach rate. And you might ask, hey, Coop, how come I've never heard of reach rate before? That's because it doesn't exist. Most people look at the statistics at Facebook or Instagram or whatever their email provider or Snapchat gives them in the reports. And this isn't in those reports. Because it's actually a relative way to analyze the success of your posts. And it's easy and simple to calculate. You just have to know how many followers your account has and the number of people who saw a post. So you divide the post reach, which different social media platforms will call the reach different things. It might be like views, impressions, reach, eyeballs, I don't know, whatever they call it. So divide that number by the number of followers you have. And basically what that gives you is a percentage, which you can compare across different social media accounts. It gives you a percentage of understanding what percent of your followers saw that post. And this is so important because, when we're doing our social media strategy, we're posting all kinds of different types of content. I'm going to go back because that might distract you. Whoop, it's distracting me. Okay, we're posting all kinds of content, right? You might post a video. Then you might post a giveaway. Then you might post a boring article. Then you might post a funny picture of Bernie Sanders, photoshopped into the front porch of a house for sale. And all those, how can you compare the success of a giveaway video, right, which people have to watch in order to get their free stuff, to a market update compared to a link to an article? Those are all different types of content. And what people don't realize is they think in their minds, how can I create content that my audience will love? But there's actually a pretty critical step in that process that you're missing when you think that way. And that's that it's not your audience that sees your content first. It's the social media giant that you're using. It's your social media platform. So every time you do a post, it goes in this giant black box, which is Facebook, Instagram, whoever's algorithm. And they, shut the door with your post content and they say, I think today we'll show this post to Bob and Mary and, your great aunt, Sally, who lives in Texas. They decide all that. You have absolutely no control over who sees your posts. Absolutely no control. So that's why we have to be able to calculate this metric, which is a percentage, because that way you can actually compare post to post, right? Relative. So we're going to go into like a specific example of reach rate for an actual agent. This is an actual agent in our brokerage's social media performance over, whatever this is, about a month or so, a little less than a month. So we went in, we've got, I think, what was it like? the number's crazy. I forgot what it is, but like, so we analyze like hundreds and hundreds of Facebook posts every year, right? So we have like 20 plus agents that are in our Reach Marketing Pro program, where I'm coaching them one-on-one. We're analyzing their data, that we're improving their strategy, and they're all posting somewhere between 9 and 67 posts per month. You know, that's on the high end, 9 on the low end. So we have a ton of data to analyze, and we crunched the numbers. Did averages, you know, export them all, spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets. And the average post reach rate is between 8 and 15%. So when you calculate the reach rate for your posts on any, this can be on any social media, 8 to 15%. We've actually seen it in overall, like Instagram reach rates a lot of times tend to be higher, but if you're between 8 and 15%, you're doing pretty well. Closer to 8, lower end of the average. Obviously 15 plus, you're doing phenomenal. So let's just look at this. This is the Troxel team. They have consistently the best social media performance out of all of our agents. And you can see what I did here. They have about 1,000 page followers, makes the math easy. So 137 page reach, post reach, divided by 1,000, 13%. You know, 14% if you're gonna round it up. The next one, about 18%. This one went viral, micro-viral, so it was seen, it was shared a bunch. 292, that's a 29% reach rate. So you can see we're able, with this math, with the reach rate statistic, to actually compare across different types of content. The one thing you have to be careful of is actually, whenever you have a post like this one that like gets like dramatically more, almost always it's because you've shared it. So that post is getting seen by people that are not page followers. So you can't really do that comparison, but just watch out for that. And what you can do with these numbers then is calculate your overall average, so you know what is good and what's bad, right? Like if you do a post and that post, your reach rate is maybe 8, but your Angie Troxel, her average reach rate is like 30% if you do all the math. So like, you know, if she has a post that does 8%, she can start to think, ooh, that's probably not the right kind of content for me to be providing Facebook with in this case. But it also allows you to go, and if you calculate this for Instagram or Snapchat or whatever else you're pushing your content through, LinkedIn, you know, you can get good stats on your LinkedIn posts. You can start to see which social media platforms are actually going to be the best for you. I had one agent I was talking to the other day, we calculated her reach rate on Facebook was around 10%, but on Instagram it was like 40%. So Instagram is actually, for whatever reason, in her case, a much better social media platform. She's posting everything on both, so it doesn't matter, but I think that's a critical insight to know that Instagram is actually like a more engaged audience for her. So that's reach rate. If you want to get into the layers of strategy, I'd love to talk more about that. Shoot me an email. base@jpwellman.com is our common email system. If you have ideas from our video topics, let me know in the comments. As always, subscribe on YouTube. That's where we post all of our videos, and you'll get alerts, obviously, if you subscribe there. If you like our Facebook page, here you'll get the little notifications because we go live with all these videos, so it'll push you a little notification for that too. Make sure you don't miss any videos. Thank you for your time. Have a good week.